It's been more than 3 years now since 270 people were killed in that Pan Am bombing, Flight 103. Despite UN demands, Libya's Muammar Gaddafi refuses to surrender 2 suspects in the attack to either the United States or to Great Britain. And now, as NBC's John Miller reports exclusively tonight, Khadafy has come up with a new ploy.
The men getting out of the station wagon are trying to make a deal with the families of those killed in the bombing of Pan Am Flight 103. The 2 men are lobbyists. They work for Henry Karchner, an American businessman who could make millions if the trade sanctions against Libya are lifted. What's in it for the families of the victims? Each could get $1 million if they pressure the State Department to allow Khadafy to turn the bombers over to a country more friendly to Libya. The meetings with the families were secretly taped by NBC News. The lobbyists tried to get the families to go along with the deal that would allow Khadafy to save face.
They want it to look as though they have done it with dignity. They want Khadafy to be able to hold his head high while he gets his tail kicked.
Khadafy has been under mounting pressure because of the economic impact of the sanctions in Libya. The State Department won't negotiate the terms of the resolution that the bombers have to be turned over to the U.S. or Britain. Who are the 2 lobbyists? Val Miller is a Washington lawyer, and C. Mac Haddow was a top official in the Reagan administration who was booted for taking kickbacks. Karchner and the 2 lobbyists met with top Libyan officials in Zurich to come up with the $1 million per victim figure.
It was said in the meeting of $1 million per family, $270 million to be administered by a neutral United Nations group or some acceptable group. They said that they would be willing to discuss that that's not a problem to them.
Henry Karchner denies the Zurich meeting was to cut a deal on the Lockerbie bombing and says he's not doing Muammar Gaddafi's bidding here.
Are you working at all with for the Libyans?
No.
As any kind of an agent with the Libyans?
No.
But Karchner's lobbyists were quite frank about his motives.
See, now obviously he has an economic interest. There's no doubt about that. An extreme financial interest.
Glenn and Carol Johnson lost their daughter Beth in the Pan Am bombing. Like the other families, they don't like the offer.
No, I was extremely upset when they started throwing out figures that that this money is going to come from Libya, and basically be blood money to pay me for my daughter's life.
Neither Karchner nor his lobbyists are registered with the State Department as agents representing Libya. Now the FBI is looking into whether their negotiations with Libyan officials and U.S. congressmen is a violation of the Foreign Agents Registration Act. Tom?